In the high Himalayan mountains is the verdant valley of Kashmir. Amidst its great natural beauty, the thoughts of man have constantly turned to the wonder of creation. Since early times, Kashmir has been a renowned center of Hindu and Buddhist philosophy. It is here that the Indian philosophy of aesthetics was expounded in detail by the philosopher Abhinavagupta in the 10th century. It is in Kashmir that Shaivism developed to great heights. The manifestation of Shiva in the beauty of the world around us was worshipped as Shakti. Unlike earlier austere forms of Buddhism, the Mahayana and Vajrayana schools flourished here. There is a very special quality of joyousness which pervades the art of this land, which is blessed by the bounty of nature. According to ancient texts, the deity in the sanctum of the Indian temple is depicted closest to its all-pervasive nature. It is a manifestation of the ultimate truth. There also developed a great tradition of Utsava Murtis, or festival images. The deity, in many manifestations of human form, comes out to the streets of the town. Sometimes he performs a journey to a place of pilgrimage. He may be taken for a ritual bath, or even to the seashore to enjoy the breeze. As presented in the ritual texts, the Utsavas are of two kinds. These take place as a regular part of worship, in which the deity may make a circumambulatory tour of the temple, and those which occur once in a week, month, and year. The most important are the grand celebrations called Maha Utsavas, which are annual celebrations. In all these Utsavas, the deity leaves the sanctum and becomes approachable to all. The abstract, all-encompassing reality is given a form which we can relate to. A human form with emotions we can understand, even as a family man with a wife and child. It is the human form, luminous with the beauty of divinity. By about the 8th century, the Utsava Murtis in the temples of Tamil Nadu began to be made in bronze. This tradition of bronzes, which reached its height in the rule of the Cholas, resulted in some of the finest works of Indian art. In the 13th century, in Odisha on the eastern coast of India, was made a grand temple dedicated to Surya, the sun. It was the tallest and most magnificent temple made in India, the climax of 800 years of building structural stone temples. It was built by King Narasimha Mahadeva I of the Ganga dynasty. The land of Orissa had seen prolific temple building since the 7th and 8th centuries. At nearby Bhubaneswar stand numerous temples. These display the development of a distinctive style of architecture and sculpture in Orissa by the end of the first millennium. The great temple at Konarak was made essentially according to the regional style which had been developed, with a dramatic difference. The temple tower, or Deol, and the hall, or Jagmohan, were conceived as a giant chariot of the sun. Surya, the sun, is believed to ride his chariot, driven by Aruna, or dawn, across the skies each day. 24 large wheels, 12 on each side, representing the 12 months of the year, were made for the Ratha, or chariot. 7 horses were made in front, who pull it forward at a spirited gallop. Perhaps the inspiration was from South India, where Rathas are used to take temple deities in procession on ceremonial occasions. Civilization developed to a glorious height in India in very early times. Large cities were in existence more than 4,000 years ago. Literature and culture flourished. Epics were written which enshrined the ideals of people and of great intellectual thinkers. Yet, histories were not penned in India. The focus was on the metaphysical aspect of life. Information about India's ancient past was only fleetingly available from the writings of Chinese pilgrims, who came in the 4th and 7th centuries. It is through archaeology that the glorious ancient past of India was rediscovered. It is archaeology which has established a long and proud history of India. In the British government in India, Alexander Cunningham pointed out in 1848 that India's ancient monuments, in the total absence of any written history, form the only reliable record of the past. He also noted that many of the monuments were daily suffering from the effects of time, and that they would disappear altogether unless preserved.
$33,000 monuments, 26 World Heritage Sites, 5,000 years of civilization, one incredible nation, incredible India.